Shalom.
Shalom.
Welcome to OJ Spurs chat. I'm joined with Big Dan. Hello, Dan. I was hoping it wouldn't be a tie this week, but it was Spurs 1, Sunderland 1. What looked like finally being a good day for Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium turned into the same old scenario for Thomas Frank's men. A decent first half display, which they dominated in terms of possession and chances created, being first ball, winning the second balls, and for once playing at a fairly quick tempo. The only thing missing was actually getting any clear-cut chances and more goals. Ben Davies in at left back scored the goal following the Van der Ven shot. And to be fair to him, Davies had a very comfortable game. Everything good from Spurs in that first half seemed to come through Tell, who looked very sharp and was easily the best player on the part that half. The second half, though, Spurs seemed content to soak up pressure and try it on the counter. And Sunderland deservedly drew level with a lovely goal. And if anyone was going to take the 3 points, you would have to say it was going to be Sunderland. But a draw probably fair, as Spurs bossed the first half, Sunderland the second. Spurs badly need some creativity in both the centre and wide areas and up top. For all their dominance in that first half, they didn't cut Sunderland open, and you always feel, unless someone has a special moment of magic, Spurs won't score unless from a corner. The long throw doesn't work anymore either. So, in my opinion, it was players' mindset which cost the points today. But do you agree, Dan, or do you think it was the manager's tactics and the setup? Because we sort of disagreed on this, didn't we, when we were talking about it after?
Mate, the only positive, right, that I'm taking from that game yesterday was the fact that we didn't end up losing it in the end. Because from my point of view, I was quite happy with the team and how he'd set it up and who he had playing to start with. I felt like Tell, like you say, needed to be given a game. Odebear looked sharp. Kudos just is not there at the moment, is he? No. But the only positive I'm taking away from that is the fact that it was a draw and we got a point and we didn't lose. Because I just don't see how Frank has made those changes of taking Gray and Odebear off, who were undoubtedly, in my mind, and other people see it differently, were two of the better players and the players that were winning and making things happen and going forward out of that first 45 minutes. To then all of a sudden turn around and change it and take them two off and put on Paulinho and fucking Bergveld, who got a knock the other night, didn't play a full game, not been at his best. Who put Paulinho on, who can't fucking run for fucking toffee, can't do anything at this moment in time. And it just changed the game. Do you know what I mean? And I know Sunderland, they went for it a little bit more, but they started to win the ball, they started to press. And it's just like same old Tottenham, they just wanted to sit back into this fucking lull and try and, I mean, how many chances did Richarlison have again? I mean, look, we know our front line is bang average and a lot of our midfielders are bang average. So that's what we've fucking got we know that's what we've got. And this is history repeating itself on transfer windows over and over again over the last 20 years. We haven't got Pochettino here.
Yeah. Huh? It's caught up.
It has caught up with us because we've got bang average fucking players. The recruitment's been has not been nowhere near good enough. And then, right man saying that, suddenly we're nothing fucking special. You send them play at home, they're a good team, they've got the crowd behind them and everything, their fans and all that lot, and they can go out there and fucking press. They didn't show that fucking yesterday. Do you know what I mean?
And that's the thing there.
Yeah?
That's the worrying thing, what the man
put exactly. There. Do you know what I mean? How many players and other teams as well? Our team at this moment in time, Frank he's just gradually grinding the players and the fans down so much that I just don't know. He's just not. I don't think the club's going to back him this January. I don't think he's going to give fucking him money to go out and buy spend what we need. It's a hard enough window anyway, and we've said that amount of time. But for me, on Sunday, same at Brentford, those two teams, we should be fucking beating them, even with the players that we fucking got. But there was no front-footedness apart from 40-odd minutes.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we should have been at them. At the end of the day, we got to go for it. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got, like I say, we haven't got intelligent players. We haven't. You know what I mean? We haven't got that many forward-thinking players. Simmons comes back tomorrow. So on Wednesday, hopefully he goes straight in the team because he needs to be given a fair. He's one of our most creative players. Do you know what I mean? He needs to be in there.
Charles, when he went down the line, he just had to flip it over to Muriani.
Yeah, against exactly the same against fucking Brentford.
It's a lack of quality, isn't it?
It is. It's a lack of quality. But we've said this over and over time again. Our players, and we was in disagreement. I didn't particularly think that Tell had that good a game. I thought it was okay in fits and starts. I didn't think he was anything else outstanding. If I was going to be honest, I thought Ben Davies did really fucking well, looked comfortable. And I know we say it's only Sunderland. There's no disrespect, but he did look comfortable, and he was getting a lot of the fucking ball. Do you know what I mean? Romero for me is just still a fucking liability.
Yeah, the poor game.
And Praro looked a hell of a lot better, and we looked a lot better when Kudos went off. Do you know what I mean?
I was quite surprised by the first half. Dan, I was sitting there thinking, bloody hell, where's this come from? I quite enjoyed it. You know, we did disagree on a couple of things. I thought Tell was really good, but maybe that's because my fucking standard has fucking dropped. But I thought fair play, he's having a go because you didn't want to go on. You don't want to go on loan.
Yeah.
And I know you said the substitutions changed it.
But we don't like being pressed. Our players do not like playing underneath pressure.
I can't say nothing. When you text me that, I said I can't say nothing because I just said to bring them two on.
Yeah.
But I thought that they came out for the second half. I'm not saying that he said this, but it was almost like he said, "You're a bit too open, lads. Go back to how we were," because they came out a completely different team in the second half.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be saying that.
No, I'm not saying he did say that. But
I know.
Understand it. I mean, that was working in the first half.
What fucking manager? They're there for the taking. In my eyes, right? I would have taken Romero off. I would have put Moani or put Scarlett fucking up top, and I would have taken Richarlison off completely. Do you know what I mean? Our team, our midfield and forwards are bang average, unfortunately, and we are not going to get anywhere with this team or this manager in the state of what the club is at this moment in time. So, look, each week I think we're just going to have to. This is how it's going to be for Tottenham, because to be honest, I can't see us going to Bournemouth and getting anything out of that, because they'll press us. They're playing at home. Do you know what I mean? They've got fuck all to lose. Irola will know how to get that team right into us. They'll play high. They'll press high. They'll know we'll make mistakes. And they'll come. They'll come from our back line. We'll make mistakes. Vicario.
I do understand the man saying there, you're defending. Otherwise, he's defending for nothing. Yeah, because it doesn't seem we just can't score another goal.
Yeah.
We badly do need a number. I've got a thing here, Dan.
We do.
Listen to this, right? This is mental, right? Progressive passes made by midfielders, Tottenham midfielders in the last 3 games, right? Against Crystal Palace, Tottenham as a team made 4 progressive passes forward, okay? Adam Wharton in the same game made 10 on his own.
Yeah.
Against Brentford, Tottenham as a team made 7. Jordan Henderson, 10 on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Against Sunderland, 5 Tottenham made. And Granit Xhaka, 7.
Yeah.
So you've got individual players that are playing against you making more progressive passes. No,
yeah.
Did
you see in the second half, right, how open and easy, and exactly the same against Brentford when I said to you, Jordan Henderson was fucking running show. He had so much fucking space in the middle of the park. When Paulinho, right, and Bergville came on, that space was fucking there. It was there for the taking. And do you know why? Because Odegaard was floating. He was in that little pocket behind fucking Richarlison. So he was in there to cover those spaces that they were running into and moving into. And Archie Gray, to be fair to him, played well in that first half. And he was cutting a lot of that space out. As soon as them two came off, it was so open in the middle. And Sunderland moved up. They moved up 10 yards. They were higher. Their defence was higher. They were pressing our front line. They were on the halfway. And there were so many gaps.
Yeah. Someone done a snapshot of Sunderland in transition like this, right? and the Spurs back four was there in position, then there was a gap like you could fit 4 buses. I don't know where the midfielders were.
Yeah, well, they were on the left. They were on Paulinho and were on the left and right.
But Thomas Franks came out and said, pleased with the first half. I think we showed a lot of good intentions, a lot of good play. I think we came in some very good offensive situations, but we did lack the cutting edge quality. I think the big headline is we didn't score the second goal. We didn't kill the game off. 2-0, then we're out of sight. We gave nothing away throughout the game. We have one where they do a top bit of play and then it's 1-1. So for me, it was the second goal we needed. We lacked. I think the first half was very good. I think we were totally dominant. Second half, not as dominant, but we still get into very good situations, have some good counter-attack situations where we need to get more out of it. You can't rely on in the Premier League just to win 1-0. Well, you can.
Well, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Mentality for a fucking start. They are.
I thought it was down to the mentality. I did. I really did. Yeah. More stats for you, Dan, because I love reading out stats because I know you hate them.
Go on then.
Spurs I didn't know this even. Look, Spurs haven't scored from open play in the last 5 league games, totaling nearly 10 hours. 3 goals, 3 corners against the likes of Forest, a depleted Palace, Brentford, and Sunderland. They've got the 4th worst home record in the league. Only the bottom 3 are worse at home. It's just, I mean, I'm not a great fan of stats, but them sort of ones I am. It's bloody hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I can see that. I can see that on the pitch. How many times do we shoot? We don't fucking shoot, so we don't score goals from outside the box. We very rarely score goals from inside the box. Like you say, corners and free kicks, maybe that's where I've got. Do you know what I mean? That it's we're shit, mate. Let's face it. Our players are shit at this moment. And would you be up for the game if you've got fucking Frank the Plank fucking trying to talk tactics to you?
No.
In the dressing room? Mate, he's got nothing about him. He's so fucking boring. It's like having fucking Dr. Death there.
I can understand, even, trying to be diplomatic again, I can even understand, Dan, if it was the last 20 minutes and they get a bit nervy, because it's at home, they're winning 1-0, they want, we got to see this out, we got to see it. A little bit of nerve. I can understand that, I can to a degree. But the whole second half was completely different, just because Sunderland attacked a bit more. And like the man said there, 6 players out. I mean, I actually thought it was 7, but 6 or 7, whatever. It wasn't their strongest team. And like I said, they're not that great. No. We threw it away, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely threw it away.
There's nothing positive. Our team has nothing positive.
I thought we were going to lose.
To be fair, when I seen that, I was quite happy. As soon as I seen the lineup, when I seen Davies was playing, I was thinking, okay, I'm quite happy with that. But how many times did Paro and Ben Davies go beyond our wingers?
Well, they won't, will they?
Well, they haven't. They never do that. Do you know what I mean? There's no bypassing our winger.
The nerves, look, the nerves. Yeah, they are playing. That's 100%. They are. They're playing like a bag of nerves. They actually are.
Yeah, but that comes from the manager. That comes from him. He's not instilling any confidence in his system, how he wants them to fucking play, their jobs, their roles on that pitch. He's not instilling any confidence in those players whatsoever. So how are they supposed to go out and play? Do you know how are they supposed to? They're not getting any confidence from the crowd because the crowd is getting edgy. The crowd's getting on their backs because people are fed up. Their bums on seats now is getting less and less each home game.
Fair play to they're getting slagged off a lot, the old fans there. During the first half, because they were showing intent, because they were showing forward movement, they was having a go. The crowd were quite loud. They was getting behind it. So you can't slag the crowd. It's just the second half. They must have thought what we was all thinking. Have you not come out for the second half?
Yeah.
And Frank said something as well. He said, we shouldn't be losing the ball 20, 25 times in a match. If you think you're in an awkward position, pass it back and start again. So that says it all to me. Pass it back and start again. So keep the ball. Yeah. That is the problem, isn't it? From that, he said it himself.
I seen something on Facebook today, and I think it was something about our system and how we play, and it was like a rectangle, and basically the ball starts there, goes round, comes to the top, goes back, and then comes back round, and it's just like an oval. Nothing in the middle. It's all down the outsides and around the outside. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's pretty much how we play.
You've got Bentancur, Paulinho and Archie Gray started the game. they can all pass forward. Even if, say, Polina can't, but I know he can, I've seen him, but if you just say he can't, he's a defender. You've still got those two there passing it forward.
Yeah, no, Paulinho came on, didn't he?
Yeah, what I'm saying is they're obviously told to, what do you call it? Sorry, even Bentancur. They can pass forward. They're being told not to. They're trying to don't. Whereas Ange used to say, take risks. He's saying, don't. That's what he's saying. That's what it looks like.
They're nervous because they can be seeing that there's a pass forwards and they're probably not doing it because they don't want any of that fucking backlash because it's not what he necessarily wants, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Kudus, this is just my opinion, yeah? Kudus is shit because he's marked with 2.
I agree.
But I'm going to give him my opinions on these. We're all different, don't we? Kudus is shit, but I think it's because he's getting doubled up, tripled upon. Muani is shit. He was absolutely terrible the other day, but he doesn't want to be on. He can play centrally or on the left. He bunged him on the right. Absolute joke. I think he should have a run of games now. Odobert, I've always said, is shit. Richarlison, even though his numbers are good, he hasn't got it. We probably picked up the worst Brazilian forward. Shalom, Tam. You know what I mean?
Shalom.
Needs investment. Dan, I know you ain't got a lot of time, so I'm going to give you all the transfer news.
Well, there isn't any, is there? So it'd be
I'll
quick.
you up straight away. Right. Egyptians City winger striker Marmoush is not interested in coming to Tottenham. RB Leipzig winner Diamande is of interest to Tottenham, but reports say if you want him in January, it will cost around the 100 million euros mark. That's a lot of money. It seems like you're paying more for potential now rather than... It's weird, isn't it? Spurs sent scouts and have sent scouts before to watch Monaco striker Akluiche, and he would cost around £50 million, although Spurs may have to pay more if they want him in this window, as Monaco don't want to lose him while they're still in the Champions League. He's that much that...
but how many times do scouts have to go and watch a fucking player? How many fucking times?
Thomas Frank admitted in his press conference that the sale of Brennan Johnson was an opportunist sale. My opinion, again, while I do understand that, it's basically a disgrace, in my opinion, to sell him without a replacement being lined up.
Yeah.
Spurs have reportedly had a £8 million offer turned down by Santos for 19-year-old left-back Sousa as they look for defensive cover for Udogie. Spurs are believed to be preparing another bid of around 12 to 14 million. Once Semenyo completes his move from Bournemouth to Man City, Spurs are apparently going to go back in for Savinho. The Man City board stopped the move last summer, but once Semenyo signs, Spurs believes City will allow the winger to join them. No, there isn't any top strikers, no. Yeah, but you're having to pay 80 million to 100 million.
Yeah, you're paying double what you normally pay.
I did hear a whisper, but I thought I won't say it. But I'm going to say now, I did hear a whisper. You know that geezer from Porto, the big lad, what's his name again? The one I could never pronounce. Is it Samu something?
Yeah, Sammy.
Well, £83 million bid Spurs are supposed to be lining up, but I don't really believe it. And it wasn't. Not that I only read out the good sources. That wasn't one of the good ones. No. But I'm now clinging to that, Dan.
Mate, how many times, right? We see it. We're so used to it in every single window. We're monitoring. We're preparing. Fucking hell. Just get on with it and just go and fucking put a bid in. Do you know what I mean? If it gets turned down, then you know where you're fucking set. Go back in again. But at the end of the day, it's a hard fucking window. Mate, we are going to end up with fucking nobody. Because Frank has come out and turned around and said, I'm happy with my squad.
Sorry, that's the one I missed out. I'll see that. I think I mentioned that with Danny last time. Yeah. I wouldn't mind that, to be fair.
26 million, apparently. Now, I actually wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind him, to be honest.
I wouldn't mind him.
People say he's just a fucking... He's shit and he's a bit like Romero, but a bit further forward, all up and down. But...
He's all right.
He knows where the back of the net is. He can shoot, and I think he'll put his foot in there. Yeah, he's got a card in him, but fucking hell, mate, we need something. He's a starter for flipping Brazil, for God's sake. So why is he not good enough to come and play? He's better than what we've got.
Yeah, that's not hard.
Better than what we've got.
Just before I came on here, Ben Jacobs came out saying, and this made me laugh, Dan. he came out saying Spurs are preparing £100 million bid for Wharton in the summer. Well, why don't they just do it now?
Why did they do it in the summer, mate? No, honestly, why would they go back in the summer?
Surely you do it now.
One, we're not going to be in the Champions League.
No.
Two, we're probably not even going to be anywhere near Europe.
No.
Three, there'll be no fucking silverware this season. And four, we'll probably finish out around where we are now. Maybe a little bit lower, depending on what happens in January. There's no way on earth Adam Wharton is going to want to leave fucking even Palace to come to us and fucking and want to play for Spurs. No way on earth. No way on earth. He wants to be winning things. He's a quality player.
Think that, the manager of Crystal Palace will probably go to Manchester United and Wharton will follow him in the summer?
Possibly, yeah.
That's what I think will happen.
And then before you know it, he'll have them singing a tune. Man United will be attracting all the fucking players and they'll become a decent club again. But they've lost their way. Do you know what I mean? They've lost their way with what's gone on with sacking managers left, right, and centre, and they've lost everything. Like I said, we've spoken before. Fucking Alex Ferguson used to run everything. Nothing in that club got done unless he said. And unfortunately, there's too many people in too many of these clubs like us, Chelsea, Man United, and all that lot, where there's too many people that have their own little fucking input into it. And I mean, you've got Patricia, you've got Flipping Lang, you've got the manager, you've got chairman. Do you know what I mean? You've got all these people that are going to have their own little input on who they think's good for the club. At the end of the day, like I've said to you, the manager should be the one who picks the players that he wants the club to sign, not anybody else, because he's the manager of that fucking team. Those players have to play for that manager. That manager needs players that he thinks can get that tune. He hasn't got players at the moment, clearly, that he thinks can play his way.
They need to sell up, mate. To be honest with you, they need to set up, because I think you need 3 or 4 signings this window. I know it's a hard window, but now's come the time to overpay, if anything, because we're in trouble. We're 30 in the league, for God's sake, and I don't hear Thomas.
Well, let's look at it, right? We beat Palace, which I didn't think we were going to do. We've drawn against flipping Brentford and Sunderland, where these teams, we should be beating them. We should be beating them, in my eyes. We should be, and it's no disrespect to them, but we should be beating them. We've got 4 extra points now. We're bang up there, sitting there in 5th place. I know it's fucking punching above.
Well, only 4 points.
I know, but that's what I mean. We're punching above. It would be punching above in my eyes from where this squad is and overachieving. But I can't see us doing anything, mate. I can't see anybody wanting to come to us. We may get a loan of somebody fucking useless that's between 28 and fucking 30, whatever. I don't know. I'm just a little bit lost on everything to do with the club, to be honest. And it's not just me.
If the window goes as expected and it's pony, would you say what John said the other night and throw a few of the youngsters in?
Yeah, why not? Why not give that fucking Barnett Williams a fucking go, Scarlett? Get them in there. Get them fucking playing, mate. Do you know what I mean? There's no point. I mean, we're getting rid of so many of our youngsters out on loan and all. Like we said the other night, we need the likes of like Vlahovic. Why don't we just go young? Why do we need all these players? This Vlahovic is tearing. I know it's only the Bundesliga, but he's playing without any fear or anything. Do you know what I mean? So obviously his manager's got him playing how he likes and all that. Like, just get him in.
I'm really upset about Donnelly.
Yeah, I liked him actually.
You know what I mean? It's going to ruin our academy, this, because they're going to start thinking there's no point in, Well,
there's no route, is there? There's no route.
But again, is that playing devil's advocate, Dan? Is that, I know you can say it's down to the manager, but is that because you don't seem to be getting any time?
Listen, in my eyes, right? Look, in my eyes, we're not a big club.
Not anymore.
Basically, have we ever been a big club? Really, if you think about it, okay. We used to win the FA Cup now and then, or a lot.
Only in terms of
we ain't won any leagues. We've won, I know, but come on, mate. We're talking like
years ago.
Yeah. And my eyes, right? Pochettino started, not him himself, but the Pochettino era basically started this rot of what's going on now, because he overachieved with what he actually had and the players he had there at that time. And he didn't achieve anything with that team that we had, which was scandalous. But then those people started to go. Kane, Son, Ericsson, Dele Alli fell through the weight. All these players started to go. These players were at their. Do you know what I mean? That team, and then he's even said to Levy, "We need to build. We need to build on this now." And the club didn't. And the club didn't. That was the first message. You've got Mourinho coming in trying to work on a minimum fucking budget. The owners, chairman, Levy, the owner, Enoch, they've been like it for flipping years. We just don't win things. We just don't. We don't compete or anything. So we've been blessed with that bit of that era of watching Pochettino and Spurs play football at White Hart Lane was gleaming. It was lovely to watch. Do you know what I mean? Playing without fear.
The owners, if the owners aren't going to push you on to when you're nearly there, they're never going to push you on.
No, and that, unfortunately, that's how the club is, and it won't change.
You know when we lost the Champions League final. I don't say I'm not going to say I was glad we lost it, but if we had won that, Levy would have been going, see, you can do it on a shoestring, and I still think he thought that anyway. I still think he thought that anyway because he went, look, we got here on a shoestring. Do you know what I mean? But
he doesn't say that. He won't. He would never say that, and the owners would never say that. What they're looking at is, look what we've got. We've got a stadium. We have concerts. We have the American football. That's what it is. It's just budget money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be lovely to come. Yeah, I see what you're saying, mate. I'd love to come on here and be jumping around the room. Do you know what I mean? But it's not going to happen, is it, mate? It's not going to happen. By looks of it. We'd have to wait. But I got a feeling, Dan, we will lose to Bournemouth, and then I'm going to say 2-0 to Bournemouth, and then I'm going to say, even in advance, probably 3-0. Is Villa at home or away? Home, isn't it?
Home.
We might be lucky and get a goal.
See, I don't reckon they're going to sack him. I reckon they're just going to keep him. And I don't reckon they're going to back him, and then they're going to get rid of him in the summer.
He was set up to lose that final,
yeah.
Yeah.
The club don't want to. The club don't want success.
Soko and Winks in midfield done all right. We actually played all right in that final because Liverpool were there for taking. Well, even if they get hammered, even if they lose to Bournemouth and then get hammered at home to Villa, you reckon he'll stay?
I'm not being funny, right? It's Soko and Winks like lot when fucking they're not average players, but at least they had the thought to go forward. At least they were pressing. Do you know what I mean? That manager, Frank at the moment does not inspire our football team whatsoever. He doesn't inspire the football team, the players, anybody. I just don't think he inspires anybody at all.
Is that? Well, yeah. Would you come back now?
Why would he?
No. He'll come back and take. He'll come back and take Frank's place. You know what I mean? We'll have to wait and see him. But I think if he's going to stay, you've got to back him 100%. You've got to back him. If he's going to stay, you have to back him, Dan, don't you? Have to.
Yeah, you have to. But you need not club signings. You need his signings.
Yeah.
So how many of his signings are there in January? Or how many of the club signings? Oh, we want this winger. At the end of the day, what's the point in going and signing a left winger? We're still fucking short in the centre of the park. We still need a fucking top class fucking striker. We need another left fucking back. We probably need another centre half because we've sent one out on loan. Dragison's probably going to end up going to Roma. So before you know it, we're going to be short defensively. Romero or Van de Ven gets injured, then where are we fucking at? Do you know what I mean?
Well, he said we want to buy players that will help us in the short term, but also in the long term. We're not just going to buy for the sake of it, is what he said.
Yes, I mean, they're going to buy them.
That's what every other manager has said that's managed Spurs. So basically, he's sitting there thinking, fucking hell. That's what he's thinking, isn't it?
Yeah.
He'll be as bald as me by the end of his tenure.
Mate, I'm fucking starting to go now. My grey hairs are there already, and it's just like...
David off. Go on, Dan. What's your predictions? No, you got to go. What's your predictions for the Bournemouth and the Villa? Or we could just
I think Bournemouth will beat us 3-1.
Oh dear.
I just can't see us having anything to stop their waves of attack.
Semedo's last home game.
Yeah.
So he's going to probably score a hat-trick.
Yeah. Villa, I can't see us doing anything there, mate. Probably 2-3-0. I just can't see us doing anything against them, mate, unless you're just going to line up with flipping 10 in defence.
Do you know what, Dan? I think that the Villa game on Saturday is going to be proper toxic if they lose. Let's just say if they lose that, because you know how Spurs fans feel about any cup. They want to win a cup. But that'll be it, wouldn't it? We ain't going to win the Champions League. They get knocked out at home. That's their season finished, really.
That's what I say. We were lucky to win. We were lucky to win last year to get the Europa League. So that was something. But we could end up finishing below the bottom half, no silverware, nothing to show really, and just a bang average fucking team.
Yeah. Dr. Tottenham, yeah. We all know what's going to happen, don't we?
Yeah.
It's such a shame.
It's horrendous, mate. And you think about it, we all cried out for a bigger stadium and everything like that. And actually, we're worse off.
Well, because we felt we're
worse off as a team and fans.
Well, keep your eye out, Dan. You never know. We might sign someone, but I'm not holding me up. But I think we are in a bit of trouble, to be honest with you.
I heard there was whiffs of fucking Bowen coming as well, wasn't there? I mean, what the fuck? I just don't understand it.
He's on the right.
Right.
So
we're just buying West Ham's team now, are we?
If Kudus is out, you know what I mean? I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, he's not really given much, has he, over the last games?
You can't play Mawani over there. I know that he was.
You can't. I'd put flipping Williams Barnett out there or something. I would just go 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1.
We are, to be fair. And I can understand it now when people say to me,
I think we've been a laughing stock for ages, to be honest.
All Spurs fans think you're a massive club. You're not a massive club. And I always start defending them, but I've got to admit, it's getting hard to defend them at the moment. I hate coming on negative at all, you know what I mean, Dan? No, I don't want to come on here and I was so happy with the first half. I know it weren't brilliant, but compared to what we've seen so far, I was like, this is better.
But we've got nothing else to sing. There's nothing to sing to get the bums off the seats.
No.
There's no entertainment. There's no entertainment in our football. And he can turn around and say, oh, he hasn't got this and he hasn't got that. And I'm missing Madison or I'm missing Kulusevski. Do you know what I mean? Or missing even Xavi. Fucking hell. I'm not being funny. How's Madison and Kulusevski going to make that greater amount of fucking difference to our team when we've got fucking a forward line that can't fucking score goals?
Well, briefly, right, in the first half when we was playing all right, I can remember, because even Harry shouted out, my boy. He shouted out just before I did. It was like we nearly said it at the same time. He dinked and he went down the left. He went to cross it. There was not one Spurs player in it. And he come back again. Fair play. He did cross. He came back.
Yeah.
You should be busting the gut to get into that penalty box.
Yeah. Well, you're saying to your striker to be in there. You're saying to your other winger. And then you want your fullback pushing up.
That's why, like, Johnson used to score all the time, weren't it?
Yeah. Mate, we have to face it. We're fucking bang average and we're shit. So we'll probably get beat on Wednesday night and Saturday. And then hopefully come Saturday, Frank will get fucking binned.
Right, what's his comment say? We'll go. Yeah, you're right there. It's all about petties. Redknapp could do anything with this line. Well, look, all I'm praying is we're going to come back on here after the Bournemouth game and we're going to try and be a bit happier. If not, maybe we should come on here pissed then and just pretend. Because I had someone after the last show say to me, if you're going to moan, mate, why don't you go and support someone else? I said, listen, I've supported Tottenham. Well, yeah. So I said, I've supported Tottenham for 46 years. I'm entitled to an opinion. Of course, I want them to do well. I said, I'm frustrated. And if you're not frustrated watching that, then you need to go back to Specsavers.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to sit here and not have my sometimes negative opinion.
We're not the only people. We're not the only people, mate. And I'm not being funny. We're not slagging them off like some fucking shows are, and a lot of people are fucking slagging them off across all social media.
We're trying to be.
We can see what the problems are in our opinions, and that's what it is. We don't fucking like it. Don't fucking watch it. That's a stupid comment. That pisses me off. That comment. Everybody's got an opinion. Do you know what I mean? My opinion is different to yours. We agree sometimes. Sometimes we disagree. At the end of the day,
I don't think we agreed on anything this time, did we, Dan?
No, we did not this game, mate.
Yeah, that's good, though, isn't it? No, mate.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Fucking hell, I can't. That comment pisses me off.
Yeah. I think he might have been a troll.
Yeah, probably a gooner.
Yeah, exactly. No standard. I'll just sit there and go, oh, that was shit.
Yeah. He's probably been. He probably sits in a fucking corporate. He probably sits there, mate. He probably sits there in a corporate box every fucking week watching fucking Spurs in his little tie and his fucking suit, going, "Oh, yeah, lovely." Because fucking, he's probably a banker wanker.
You know what I mean?
Fuck off.
It is. Because we all want us to do well. Especially us.
Do.
Years of supporting them. Fucking
I know. Everybody has, mate. We've all had it. Right. On
let you go now.
Wednesday night. Yes.
Paul.
Yes. Full league.
I might have a game of darts in. It's been emotional, Dan. Let's hope we come back on here. What? When they play Wednesday, we'll come back on here Thursday night and we'll be.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spurs. Cheers, lads. Cheers, all. Come on. I'll see you soon. Shalom.
See you later. Shalom, mate.